round trip tour. By round trip, I mean we're gonna finish in the same place as we started, but not before we see some of the nicest places we have in the city, including Main Beach, Tether Avenue, Narrow Neck Beach. We're going to see Seaworld, both from land and from water. We're going in the Broadwater, the Nerang River, to see some of the famous millionaire houses. Well, there's plenty to see. But for now, you guys can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the tour. Well, we didn't say we wouldn't embarrass you, did we, while you're on board? Now, as we travel north in the Esplanade Avenue, if you guys look to your right side, you can see just a sample of one of the many idyllic beaches we have here in the Gold Coast City. 40 kilometers of beach and coast stretching from Coolangatta to the south up to the Seaway entrance to the north. If you guys do decide to go for a swim though, please, for your own safety, always swim between the flags. But just in case, actually here in the Gold Coast City we have the largest professional life-saving service in all Australia. 48 life-saving towers heading through the coast, and on top of that we also have many surf life-saving clubs as well. Every year those clubs compete among themselves in life-saving events, so at least if you do get into trouble in the water, there's a fair chance you might get rescued by an Ironman like Ali Day. And we're coming to the end, but we're still on the whale watching season, so if you guys keep your eyes in the water, there's a slight chance you might be able to see a humpback whale. A little bit of a neck stretching exercise. If you guys look to your right side, this is the Narrow Neck Beach. Now look into your left side. This is the canal entrance from the Macintosh Park. And there's only about 100 meters of land separating those two bodies of water, so that's why this area here is called the Narrow Neck. Also looking to the beach, around 10 years ago, the Gold Coast City Council decided to build an artificial reef here to help retain the sand from keep slipping north. And then they also took the same opportunity to reshape the bottom of the ocean to create the ideal surface. And now we are entering the most fancy neighborhood we have in Gold Coast. This is Main Beach.
Well, we're on the V8 supercar track at the moment. This is one of the shortest stretches of the track. We're going underneath the overhang here. They race up this stretch of road, brake hard right here and turn left. They go through a little chicane towards the river and then they head back onto the main straight. The main straight, that's our Gold Coast Highway, and that's where the cars, they reach speeds of over 260 kilometres an hour now. The supercars race here every year in late October, and there's only about 3 weeks left before the races start. And located right here in the heart of the Main Beach suburb, we're just approaching the very famous Cafe Society of the city. This is the Tadder Avenue. This is a dynamic, exciting precinct full of exquisite boutiques, award-winning alfresco restaurants and bars, and of course, the very famous cafes. It's considered to be one of the favorite hanging out places for the movie stars whenever they are around here. Just a few weeks ago we had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as he was shooting for his still-to-be premiered new movie. A couple of years ago we had Jason Momoa when he was shooting for Aquaman. And isn't that Tom Cruise over there? Oh, sorry guys, it was my mistake, just John's reflection in that window. Understandable, Lucas, understandable. But to be honest, just around 3 months ago, we actually had Tom Cruise here when he was advertising for his new Mission Impossible movie. And the Hemsworth brothers are often around here as well. And now as we make our turn to the left here, if you guys look to your right side, you can see some of the yachts and sailboats from the Southport Yacht Club. We're approaching Cove Park, so it's time to get ready and brace yourself. This is the moment you all been waiting for. Soon enough, we're gonna put this this big duck to test and see if he can really swim or not. We're going in the water. Oh-ho! Yeah, things start to get more interesting now, don't they, when we approach water that bus like the AquaDuck. But I'm sure you're all quite confident the AquaDuck must be, just not any bus about to drive in the water, are we? That would have been quite silly. Big difference between us and a surfside bus, that's for sure. Yep, you've got it. The AquaDuck has its super tall wheels. Looking out there, how deep could it possibly get for us today? We'll find out very shortly, won't we?
Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Come over.
And it's around now that we up front, Lucas and I, are beginning to get a bit nervous at this point of the tour, but we've worked out a remedy to overcome that. We just simply up front close our eyes, hold our nose and scream, go into the water. No shame in doing that. Here we go. Well, as you can tell, AquaDuck really does like to swim, but not everybody realises that. Some people do think that we drive along the bottom. And you can tell those ones are the ones that get the concerned look over their face as we approach the middle, thinking things might start getting a little too deep for the AquaDuck. And now that we are safely in the water and swimming, just as ducks do, I'll give you some idea where we are. The waters are in here. This is part of the land sea, kind of Water Bay. The Water Bay heads off there behind us, goes beyond Brisbane even. Encompasses more than 960 square miles of these inland waters. Today we are on the southern end of Water Bay, the very southern tip, and because of that we're going underneath the bridge right now, going to go into the Mirage River. The bridge is the official divide between the river and the sea. On our left-hand side is the estate of Paradise Waters. One of the more unusual homes on this estate is the one with the white boat out the front. Now I say unusual, looks like they've used a ski jump for the roof of the house, doesn't it? Well, others, they like to refer to that house as a piano home. I guess they're thinking about a grand piano, described it like that. And the movie star actor Jackie Chan, he likes to come to Australia every now and then. He does movies here on the Gold Coast of Movie World. When he does, that is his holiday house that he likes to stay in. But it's not lived in very often. And look on the other side of the river here, you'll see some very large open expanse there. All the trees further up the river. The clock tower with the Australian flag, that's a school. The Southport School, an Anglican all-boys private boarding school. The boys are able to enjoy extracurricular activities such as sailing and rowing. And look at the homes there on the other side, huge, aren't they? Many of those homes are built on 3 blocks. valued in the tens of millions of dollars. You'll notice the house there with the two jet skis on the pontoon and the potted flowers out front. That's on 3 blocks. The northern and southern wing of that house. No less than 7 chimneys on the roof. They've got it up on the market at the moment, looking for interest of over $25 million. So if you bought your mobile phone or your camera, we're going to come around now. I'll take any group photos of anybody wanting a memory of their holiday on the Gold Coast and their tour with us on the AquaDuck. There's Ricardo. There's nothing more romantic than being escorted around the waterways and canals of Surfers Paradise in one of these gondolas by Ricardo, listening to the soft music, drinking red wine, a candle at dinner. Doesn't get more romantic than that, does it? This magnificent high-rise resort on our left-hand side with a big R on top, called Mirage Royale, built in a Roman-style architecture. And apart from its most unusual shape, the most striking feature about the building, of course, its large sky dome cut out in the centre. As you can see, it goes right through the entire building. And you can see sky there through the windows on the other side. Because we're part of an inland sea, a lot of sea life about these waters. We often get to see dolphins here in the Broadwater. We've spotted sea turtles, dugongs and stingrays before, and even some quite large bull sharks that jump up and out over these waters. Now, if you're feeling like going for a swim right here, right now, don't worry about the bull sharks jumping at you. Be more concerned about the crocodile. I noticed a 6-metre crocodile here on our left-hand side, the one that's just walked above the rocks there onto the grass. See it next to the for sale sign in the white pergola? Don't jump in the water now, you'll be duck meat in no time.
Selfie, alright. Like a picture? Yeah? First one.
Very nice.
There you go.
Yeah, cherry apa?
Sama gajah dulu udah biar lalu masuk gitu.
Look on our left-hand side, you can see next to the bridge the tall pole. In between the trees there, look on top of the pole, the nest. It's an osprey nest on the top of that nest. You get the mother bird in the nest at the moment. Looks like the father's out fishing for the new chicks. These chicks, these osprey come back to this nest every winter to raise their young. And it's during these months we get to see the juvenile chicks poking their heads out from the top of that nest, so keep your eyes open. And for the kids aboard our tour, we have a complimentary body transfer for every child on board. Not the duck bug splashing into the water. Now, kids, you'll find our transfers fade away after time, but if you want to remove them quicker than that, any type of oil, baby oil, cooking oil dissolves that transfers quite quickly. So Lucas is headed to the middle of the bus now. He's just preparing their tent tattoo parlour down there. When he's ready, that's when the kids will go up, let him know where you'd like to transfer place, which arm, maybe the shoulder or the back of the hand. And he's ready now, kids, so head up to the middle of the bus, see Lucas, let him know which transfer and when you'd like it placed. First up, first served. the Seaworld Yacht Club precinct. The original pubs on the Gold Coast. It's not the largest marina, it's expanded with the deep water window here on our right hand side. See the one with the black pylons? And we've got some very large ships now here at the Yacht Club. And on our left-hand side, the CBD for the Gold Coast, Southport. Not very large, is it, for a city of our size? We are a tourism city. A lot of business rates performed here on the Gold Coast, as you can imagine. And that's reflected in the buildings here in our CBD. Notice most of the tourism high-rise accommodation buildings. Not many on them either. But we do have a shopping complex on our left in Southport. Australia there, the building in the middle. With over 250 variety stores and 3 levels of shopping. This makes Australia the most concentrated shopping complex you can find on the Nick Floor on the Gold Coast. Any more kids? Last chance, we're closing the parlour up now. That's the Gold Coast Ferry on our right-hand side, going from jetty to jetty all around the canals and Broadwater. The AquaDuck you can see on the beach here in front of Australia Fair, an extreme enclosure. This is a great place to come for a swim, completely closed off on the Broadwater, so very safe, and you get to play on all the large inflatables area too. You see the jumping teams and slides, a lot of fun here for adults and kids on a hot day. Here on our right-hand side, the iconic building with the triangular white sails displayed on its roof, Marina Mirage. And that's the Gold Coast most unmarketed shopping complex. There at Marina Mirage you'll find all the labels. There's Seaworld of Marina Versace. You'll also find some very fine restaurants here at the marina, reflected of its Broadwater outlook. And on our right hand side appearing the Palazzo Versace Hotel. Now this hotel, I should say it's the Imperial Hotel now, been rated Australia's most luxurious. And once you walk into the lobby of the hotel, you'll quickly understand the reason they've rated it that way. As well as the hotel, there are 72 private condominiums, and you'll notice that those condominium owners, every one they get their own private berth out the back here. Well, they have to park their very expensive ships up somewhere, don't they? Pretty tough like these guys live. And if you too are contemplating visiting the hotel, if you're not happy paying between a $750 to a $4,500 a night stay, you are welcome into the coffee lounge at the Imperial, and you'll be able to buy a cup of coffee in the lounge for around $9. Not a bad price either, because you've got to take everything into account. Say, for example, the Versace cup you're drinking the coffee from, valued at over $300.